On September 23rd, vicious dogs with poker masks fight fiercely in a pit outside Gotham. Batman and Gordon arrive, finding these abandoned pets of the Joker, with only the toughest dog alive. 2 days later, Alfred goes to the shelter. He takes the wounded dog home despite the staff's objection. On September 26th, Bruce spots the strange dog on the dining table. The dog growls warily, leaving Bruce surprised and unwilling to accept it. In the following months, Alfred takes good care of and tames the dog. It often follows him to the Batcave and stays beside busy Bruce. On December 14th, Bruce still rejects the fierce dog. Alfred brings it before the Wayne's portrait and names it Ace officially. On December 19th, injured Batman comes back from patrol. Kind Ace steps forward and licks his wounds to comfort him. Warm Christmas arrives. Bruce lets go of prejudice, strokes Ace gently, and sincerely accepts this special family member. Dangers linger in bustling Gotham. Batman never stops guarding the whole city. From now on, the lonely Dark Knight has a loyal and lovely companion staying with him forever. On Christmas Eve in Gotham, women in black suits climb the statue at Champion Square and leap off, shocking onlookers who fear they'll fall to their deaths. Batman responds to a system alert, only to find chaos at the gang-neutral square, putting him on high alert immediately. The women are caught by men below it's a circus act. Onlookers take photos, and Batman's surveillance system goes quiet for a moment. Batman tells Alfred about the system glitch. Alfred teases it's a rare moment of peace, but Batman knows calm never lasts in Gotham. The crowd cheers as the show ends, and Batman smiles. But the system pings again, gunfire reports and Riddler's coordinates come in. Batman takes flight into Gotham's night, as Alfred reminds him. Back to the bombardment then. The scene shifts to Harley Quinn, the Christmas thief. Causing chaos on the police station roof. Even Batman is caught off guard by her antics. Harley rides with Batman, showing off her holiday pudding Jell-O, claiming she only brought candy. But the pudding explodes moments later. She teases Batman for not singing Christmas carols and sings a parody of Time's Jingle Bells. To her surprise, Batman hums Toyland Times as kids receive holiday gifts nearby. At Gotham's Christmas gift event, kids happily open presents, but joy quickly turns to chaos as they fight over a glowing box. The Joker's shadow looms, sending kids running. Meanwhile, Batman and Harley sing a twisted Christmas carol in the car, with stray dogs joining in. Chaos spreads across the city as people flee the Joker's gang. The Batmobile's lights cut through the snow, followed by police sirens. Batman and Harley look up at giant Joker balloons floating in the sky. Harley laughs, saying Gotham's Christmas is never boring. Harley is dropped off at Coney Island, ready to party with her friends. Batman drives away, as Gotham's night remains loud and wild. Elsewhere, Bruce Wayne unveils a winter wonderland for Gotham's kids. But as the children cheer, Mr. Freeze suddenly appears. Freeze rages at the fake ice of the park, vowing to plunge Gotham into a new ice age. An ice storm engulfs the square. Kids are trapped on a runaway train as Mr. Freeze aims his freeze gun at them. Batman races toward the scene from below. Batman crashes through the window, lassoing Mr. Freeze. On Gotham's Christmas Eve, the Dark Knight never stops protecting the city. Batman subdues Mr. Freeze in the snow, with Commissioner Gordon and Wayne watching, resolving Gotham's winter crisis. Kids cheer as Wayne tells Gordon he built the Wonderland just to let Gotham's children have a carefree Christmas. Back at Wayne Manor, Bruce reflects. Alfred hands him a treat, reminding him that kind acts warm hearts more than wealth ever could. But Gotham's night never stays calm. An old man is attacked at home by a mysterious villain called the Stag, who leaves a deadly threat. At Arkham, Harley gets small gifts at the holiday party, while Batman detects the scent of fear gas in the air. Batman puts on a gas mask and finds Scarecrow behind the plot, spreading modified fear gas with drones. Batman jams the drone signals while Harley takes down guards, stopping the gas spread with perfect teamwork. Harley escapes Arkham, digging in the snow. Passers-by complain about the cold, unaware of her hidden secret. Batman tracks Scarecrow, only to find he's teamed up with Harley, who's ready to use nerve toxin against him. Harley's plan fails, and Batman subdues them both. Gotham's Christmas Eve is saved by the Dark Knight once again. Under the Justice statue, Solomon Grundy suddenly goes wild and wreaks havoc. He chants nursery rhymes and attacks fiercely, damaging the solid statue badly. Grundy keeps chasing forward, making the situation extremely dangerous. Batman arrives at the critical moment and stands up to stop the violent villain. Batman finishes the nursery rhyme and confronts the out-of-control Grundy. A fierce fight breaks out, and Batman struggles to hold back his attacks. After defeating the enemy, Batman turns around and leaves the battlefield alone. Back to the Batcave, Bruce monitors the city and worries about hidden dangers. The butler reminds him of the banquet, but Bruce cares deeply about Gotham's safety. Someone surrenders at the police station. Grundy's escape conceals secrets, and a huge conspiracy emerges. At the GCPD, the confessing man admits to blowing up Grundy's transport, only to be suddenly stabbed. At the charity gala, Bruce gets the bat signal while dancing and leaves immediately. Bruce assigns Gotham and Gotham Girl to help Gordon, admitting he doesn't even fully trust Alfred. Gotham and Gotham Girl arrive, and Gordon promises he'll take good care of the city. Batman meets Gordon, confident the new heroes can bring change to Gotham. Gordon tells them the Confessor mentioned monsters before dying. Gotham's crisis is far from over. The new heroes offer to help Gordon, but Batman vanishes without a trace, leaving them confused. Gotham has powers like Superman, and Gordon realizes even Batman needs help from others. At Arkham, Roger undergoes emotion tests, orchestrated by none other than Hugo Strange. Amanda Waller and the military appear, revealing the mastermind behind Gotham's troubles. In the streets of Gotham, a brother and sister grow up witnessing the city's constant unrest. A robbery breaks out in the alley. The father shields his children and falls into danger. The siblings fight back bravely and defeat the robber to protect their family. Batman shows up in time. His figure brings a sense of security to everyone. Batman enlightens the kids that people can stay brave even when feeling scared. Years pass and they grow up. The scary experience leaves a deep influence on them. They train hard and aspire to become new guardians protecting Gotham City. Overseas experiences grant the brother and sister extraordinary powerful abilities. They finally become new heroes and stand side by side to defend their hometown. Gotham and Gotham Girl are talking to the FBI when the bridge behind them suddenly explodes, sparking a crisis. Bruce gets word that the Vincent Fink Bridge has collapsed, and someone was heard yelling, "Monsters are coming." Batman races to the scene on his Batcycle, but the bridge won't hold for more than 4 minutes. Gotham strains to hold the broken bridge, growing exhausted, while Gotham Girl encourages him. Gotham Girl saves a boy from falling, and Batman arrives to join the rescue. Batman feels Gotham's pain. Every collapse in the city hits him as if it were his own body. Hugo Strange's plot emerges. He will use gas to make people accept violence without resistance. Batman sends the siblings to split up while he goes to stop more bombs from detonating. The crisis is temporarily averted. The siblings marvel at Gotham, while Batman is used to fighting alone. Finally, Gotham and Gotham Girl face Hugo Strange, and a bigger conspiracy awaits them. After the explosion, scary signs spread all over the city. Batman stands in ruins and senses the severe situation. Many soldiers died on sight. Clues point to superpower users, putting 2 new heroes under suspicion. His family feels anxious and guilty, while the young man believes he can make up for mistakes. Danger lurks on the rooftop. Bombs explode suddenly. trapping the father and son in flames. The girl loses control in the Batcave, overwhelmed by constant terrible incidents. The boy returns safely. They decide to calm down and face the hidden truth together. The boy tries his best to hold the broken bridge. Batman shows up and stops his action. Batman stabilizes the danger and says the young hero fails to understand true protection. The past truth unfolds. The sight of dead soldiers leaves an unforgettable shadow on everyone. Batman reveals the key number 27, and Gotham breaks down completely. Batman finds the car bomb serial number and traces it, but the bomb suddenly detonates. Batman cracks the code and discovers the numbers point to Amanda Waller's Suicide Squad. Amanda Waller talks with the military, thinking they're hidden, but Batman has already arrived. Batman breaks into the base, exposing Waller's plot, and their confrontation is imminent. Waller admits she used Hugo Strange and Psycho Pirate to spread chaos in Gotham. Batman negotiates with Waller, who accuses him of killing 28 of her men instead. Batman takes Gotham to his parents' murder site, and he realizes he was blinded by hatred. Gotham is driven mad by Psycho Pirate's powers, and even tries to kill Batman. Batman stops Gotham, but he leaves in agony, leaving Gotham's future uncertain. Gotham is in crisis. A Superman calling himself the Pirate is enraged by the city's injustices and threatens to destroy it. The crowd flees in panic, but Batman stands his ground, eyes blazing, and says only one word: run! Meanwhile, Batman races through Gotham in the Batmobile. Over comms, Alfred reflects on Bruce's parents, imagining the quiet life Bruce would have had if tragedy hadn't struck. In the nick of time, the Batmobile slams into the pirate like a missile. Batman bursts from the wreckage, declaring the Dark Knight's return. The pirate stares in disbelief. "You're just a man in a mask." Batman replies coldly, "I'm Batman." A brutal battle erupts. Batman fights hand to hand, then detonates the Batmobile to cripple his foe. His goal isn't to kill, but to save Gotham. In the Batcave, Duke and Claire watch the battle on monitors, equal parts terrified and awed, as Batman defies a god with nothing but his will. Finally, Batman fires his grapple gun, summoning the Batwing to crash into the pirate. He proves with every move, Gotham's protector isn't a god, it's him. It's Batman. The Batwing crashes down in flames. Batman calls Alfred, ready to make Gotham's deadliest call for help, summoning the Justice League. The pirate despairs, declaring he couldn't save Gotham. Batman watches as he walks toward his death, until Claire, Gotham Girl, leaps into the fray. The Justice League arrives. Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, all here to end this madness, as heroes. In the Batcave, Duke and Claire finally reveal the truth. The pirate's powers came at the cost of his life. They traded years of their lives for power, choosing to be gods for a few years, rather than ordinary people for decades. The pirate chose the former. Claire breaks down, screaming. Her brother's tragedy, the pirate's fall, all rooted in Gotham's violence and Batman's powerlessness. Finally, Claire rushes to her dying brother, ending his pain with love and courage and transforming herself in the process. The battle ends. Batman stands in the rubble as Gotham Girl holds her brother's body. The tragedy born in Gotham has finally come to a close. The Batcave monitors shatter. Claire and Duke finally open up. They're not monsters, just two kids consumed by fear. and Batman admits, for the first time, he won't stop until he truly saves Gotham. Grieving Gotham Girl cuts her hair short, trying to hold on to one last memory of Hank with a joke, but only forces a smile. She fights crime alone, taking down the airship hijacker, but she's already exhausted, drained by the loss. She babbles about the past mid-fight, with the villain even complaining she's stayed up too late. Loneliness is breaking her. Flying over the city, she looks at Gotham's lights and asks for the first time, if we don't remember him, who will? In the Batcave, Duke and Alfred know the truth. Every time she uses her powers, she burns away her life. Batman, silent, has already made his choice. She talks to the night sky, calling out to her brother, saying, I don't want to die. She's already running out of the will to live. She stumbles on a mad villain tying up Batman, playing pirate, a cruel echo of her brother's own tragic fall. She rushes in to save Batman, but her moves are hazy, mixing reality and memory until she knocks the villain out cold. She looks up at Batman with a twisted smile, whispering, first a pirate, now Batman. Her mind is already starting to break. Gotham drowns in rain. Bodies in the morgue begin to stir, as a deadly hurricane and twisted experiments descend at once. Batman and Batwoman stand in the storm. The hurricane is coming, and Gotham's night will not be quiet. Nightwing arrives to help, only to find Batman, still grieving Robin's death, ready to risk everything. In the lab, the villain finishes his work. His Night of the Monstermen is about to begin. Back in the morgue, the corpses mutate into horrors. Batman's final night has begun. Commissioner Gordon and Batman reach an understanding. Gotham team is assembled to face both the flood and the unknown threat. Batman injects Clayface with a stabilizer and assigns orders. The citywide evacuation begins. A crash echoes through the rain. A colossal monster bursts through buildings, revealing Gotham's true danger. Batman and his team face the monster. Alfred confirms the threat, and the fight for Gotham's survival begins. The Batplane charges the monster and is torn apart. Batman ejects, and the fight to the death begins. He suits up with glider wings and faces the beast head-on. In the storm, Gotham's Knight never flinches. He hits it with paralytic gas, but it has no effect on the Colossus, which swats him away like a fly. Batman changes tactics, vents fuel into the monster, and triggers self-destruct, ending it with fire. The monster falls in the explosion, and Batman crashes to the ground. For a moment, Gotham's skies are quiet. Elsewhere, floodwaters rise as citizens evacuate and more monsters stir in Gotham's shadows. Batman, Batwoman, and Nightwing sedate the monster. Alfred's DNA trace leads straight to Hugo Strange. Security footage reveals the truth. Morgue corpses were transformed into monsters by Strange. Batman realizes the mastermind behind it all is the mad psychologist, Hugo Strange. Another crash echoes more monsters awaken. Gotham's Night of the Monstermen has only just begun. A multi-headed beast rises over Gotham in the storm. Tall as a building, it's the final battle of the Night of the Monstermen. Batwoman fights on the front lines. Nightwing and Gotham Girl are infected, and Duke finds the monster's weakness in the Batcave, Venom. Batman charges the Beast on his flying cycle, with Batwoman joining him. Together, they land a devastating blow. More monsters awaken, and Gotham Girl and Nightwing spiral out of control. Batman knows he must end this. Batman sends Batwoman to distract the Beast and activates his plan. Deadly trap using the cycle's superconductive oil. The Beast approaches the park, steps into the trap, and the oil electrifies, crippling the Colossus. Elsewhere, citizens in the caves are swarmed by monsters. Orphan and Spoiler fight for their lives as Gotham Girl fully transforms. Batwoman struggles alone. Batman's cycle won't last long, and he's racing against time. Batman finds the transformed Gotham Girl, tells her she's not a monster. She's still the girl who wants to help people. Just then, Clayface arrives, wrapping his body around Batman. Final weapon against the monsters has come. Clayface confronts the mutated Gotham Girl, holding her back with his body. The battle between Gotham's protectors begins. Gotham Girl breaks free, and Clayface falters. She is fully consumed by the monster, her mind gone. Duke arrives with the cure, telling her it's not her fault, giving her one last chance to fight back. Meanwhile, Orphan and Spoiler ignite the flares in the caves, burning the monsters and saving the citizens. The citizens wake up, but the real danger is just beginning. More monsters are rising from Gotham's depths. A massive tree-like monster emerges. Gotham's Night of the Monster Men has spiraled completely out of control. Batman charges Gotham Girl as Duke injects the cure, their only chance to bring her back. Recedes, finally breaking free of the Venom's hold. Batwoman still fights the monster Nightwing, but is knocked down. Gotham's protectors are falling one by one. Batwoman falls as the monster Nightwing looms over her. The finale of the Night of the Monster Men coming next. This is Bane's hellish childhood. From age 4 to 21, trapped in his water cell with only rats and mud for company. For 17 years, he fought the tides and madness every day. All he wanted was for it to stop, but even eluded him. The years cycle backward, and Bane's never fades. This is the origin of his fated clash with Bane. Now Bane is the king of Arkham. He no longer uses venom to numb himself. He faces the screams head-on. Fronts Psycho-Pirate, forcing him. You are happy. You are brave. You always stop. Meanwhile, Gotham Girl is tormented by Bruce stays by her bed, watching her by the past. Bruce decides to leave, telling Alfred if Gotham Girl hears he's gone, promise her he'll come back. In the storm, Batman arrives at Arkham. His mission? To pull someone out of this mad hell. He opens the cell of Arnold Wesker, the ventriloquist, the key to his mission. Batman makes Wesker an offer. Join his team for freedom. Freed from Scarface's control, Wesker chooses for himself for the first time. He needs more. Kite Man, Mayo, Tweed, Day. He's building an impossible team. Gordon tells him these inmates are a loaded gun to Gotham's head. Batman just asks, who's next? Fights Bronze Tiger, who's faster than expected, but Batman still takes him down. The Tiger proves his worth. Next, catatonic Julie, who after her partner Punch vanished. Batman wakes her up. Punch, as Gordon, reunites with Julie. Batman saw through his ruse all along. The last inmate is deemed too dangerous. Batman just says, now. Meets Bane, telling him he has what he wants to do a mission that requires breaking the rules. The final member is Catwoman. With her, this suicide mission is truly no turning back. Batman flies into Santa Prisca Air, refusing to turn back. He's here for Psycho Pirate. The jet is hit and goes down. In the fire, he remembers why he kills, why he has to. The plane explodes. Bane echoes, we share that, Bruce. Their fated clash begins. Batman lands surrounded by soldiers. He only wants the pirate, but they demand he fights through the fortress, haunted by his parents' faces. Those gentle eyes he'll never forget. Cuts through the fortress's depths, and Bane waits for him. All of Santa Prisca is his arena. Knocks him down, telling him he's alone, no Justice League is coming. He pins Batman, recalling his Arkham water cell years. Free of Venom, he fights for revenge. He breaks Batman's back, saying his best spent staring at the Wayne family photo. Bane drags Batman toward the water cell. Live his 17 years of hell. Batman is thrown into a water cell, recreating his Arkham hell with rats and water, avenging the orphanage victims. Batman breaks free, recalling his fast, quiet kills from Gotham to the He fights his way out, slitting throats from behind like a cat, leaving no trace. He confronts in, stating only needs Psycho Pirate. Bane knew he'd come. Bane breaks back, just as he Arkham. Batman suffers the crippling blow. As he sinks, he remembers kissing Cat. Only moment the pain ever stops. He drags himself up. Bane's revenge, his own, just killing. Breaks out, and Catwoman waits, killing. Batman breaks out, and Catwoman waits with the team. The Suicide Squad is finally assembled. They leave with a pirate, Batman swearing to come back and break Bane's back. This revenge is just beginning.